Alright, welcome back. I just want to jump into this real quick. This is Lawton Police Department, Oklahoma. This is the chief, James Smith. This is the detective of internal affairs, Detective Dustin Dye. They both have internal affairs training. This is the report I filed regarding Dustin Dye and his failure to investigate. This is the 911 call on July 26th, reporting pain and electronic devices coming from upstairs.
Alright, I have that in here.
Okay, whatever I told you.
That they're upstairs in apartment A. Someone has a fish finder and you want them to take it out of their hands and it's making you and your cat go crazy.
No, it's not making me go crazy. It's causing me pain in my head and in my heart. I feel it on my body. It's making my cat go crazy.
Okay. Yep.
And what was your name?
My name is Christina.
Alright. Thank you. Are they going to be
Absolutely. I'm sorry?
Are they going to be dispatched?
Yep, we already have 2 officers being dispatched.
Thank you.
Officers arriving. Apartment A is upstairs. Maybe they don't know. And I just want to point out that the camera's working perfect. The sound is working perfect. And I'm not going to answer the door because these are the people, the thugs, the tyrants in the town that are doing this, okay? So the camera works, as you can see, the sound works, as you see, but whenever I wake up and the people upstairs are trying to get out of the house without being seen, because there's only one staircase going upstairs, you cannot get in or out without being seen on camera. You'll notice that the camera doesn't work, okay? And you'll see. So, the problem is upstairs in apartment A. They come and knock on my door. Why don't they go to apartment A where the problem's coming from? I don't know. Thank you, LPD, doing such a great job investigating my complaint. This is a photo of the officers involved. Officer 1. Shine the security camera. Thank you for doing that. It helped me identify you. And then, when I wake up, this is what I wake up to. It's 2 o'clock because they keep me up all night in pain. And when I woke up, this is what I see on my video camera. These are all still photos because it's cut out. The video camera was obviously working the night before, but during this process, they have targeted my video recorder hard drive, and you'll see. I'm going to play the video in full. This is the judge's baby mama, and we're not going to go too much into that, but she used to live with me for a short time. And this is the judge himself, Michael Corrales. Now, looking up his history, he did have a coke charge, and this is the report I had to file because they failed to investigate upstairs, and they continue to fail to uphold the law. Now remember, these weapons, they cause physical pain. They've cut tissue out of my head, and it came out of my sinus. This photo was taken in the emergency room at the hospital in Lawton. I've witnessed one death across the street. Not sure why he died. And this is what you're looking for. I'm not the only one. This person right here, they got a photo, and this is the device. It has a microwave or a 1.5 gigahertz antenna on top. You can see it has some type of backsplash on top. And this is where I said they could disable my camera. Like I said, they're using this device and causing the quartz chip in your computer, the clock it runs on, to vibrate, causing it to malfunction. That video is coming up next. This is more than a year ago now. I mean, this is me showing you the video of what I woke up to and how it skips. And who my perpetrators came from that apartment. They're in more than one apartment. Okay, see how fast that was? I mean, it was terrible. They glitched out my computer camera, and makes it hard to collect evidence, okay? And then they will corrupt your hard drive by focusing it on your hard drive if it's a mechanical hard drive. Here's the time at 2:10 in the afternoon. EMS was called to remove a person from upstairs apartment A. And I'm not sure if she came back or not. So she could have possibly died from the complaints that I called 911 about. They're killing themselves trying to kill me. Okay? The next video will play the sound so that way you can hear the camera glitching out and the clock. It's a police report filed about the attempted murder of myself and the continued usage of FCC regulated devices or homemade devices. I have reported this to the FCC also. I've reported this to about everybody you can report to. Sound is off because of the device. And if you look at the frame rate up there on the top left corner, notice how the frame rate it glitches out, the clock glitches out, the time glitches out, sound glitches out.
Yes.
And this is how they keep you from collecting evidence, okay? If the device is strong enough to knock out your camera and your hard drive and cut skin from your head, it's attempted murder. State Statute 241 is actually 242 is deprivation of rights, okay? If I filed 10 police reports and they're all closed by a lieutenant, and a sergeant. Sergeant Dustin Dye, I believe, is the one that closed it. The lieutenant, I don't have the name for yet. But if they continue to close the reports without investigating, not one phone call, that constitutes as not only deprivation of rights, but conspiracy of human rights. And you see the time up there, it just stops and goes, along with the sound. They're trying to cover their tracks. Now I want to get a copy of the public records so I can have these people testify and find out what her ailments were, and if she actually died, or if she received any type of treatment that's related to my treatment. And 911 records for phone calls for this apartment complex, I want them too. I mean, it's a six different dwellings in this apartment. There's 3 residents upstairs, there's 3 residents downstairs, and it's a trap house for the sheriff's department. Like I said, Sheriff Kenneth Stradley, he's one of the crookedest ones I know. I was in jail when his son came to jail because he wrecked his own car to let his son go. And this is all information I'm firsthand aware of. They put me on the permanent side, even though I was only there for a failure to pay a ticket. They put me on the permanent side with all the long-termers, and they attacked me with another device from the cell adjacent. And they did this all night, and they left at about 5 o'clock in the morning. And they're only 12 inches or 18 inches from my head, okay? They tried to kill me in Walters Police Department. So I called 911. They failed to investigate. The next day, EMS was called. A person was removed. And I have photos of the people that were there when my attack happened. I have photos of everyone. I have names of everyone. I've been investigating this for 3 years now. The reason why the sound cuts in and out is because the fish finder is propagating. It means it has to bounce back in order to be effective. So it's hitting the device, then it's going through, and it's coming back and hitting the device again. Okay? This is the actual footage for evidence of them removing the person and my attackers coming out.
You got a phone on you, Agent?
These attacks happen every night, all night. I had to move my daughter at one point because I knew that they were targeting her because she woke up with the same pain in the same area. Whenever my knee and her knee hurts in the same spot, I know they're targeting my daughter. It's remote neural monitoring is what it is. They're tagging you as a fish, and it's storing you on the computer. They have this hooked up to a computer, and they're adding microwave or 5G sources, energy, in addition to the sonar. This is a small scale and a large scale, and it's international. There's nothing more important than fighting for your own mind. MK Ultra, it's real, people. Remote neural monitoring, it's real. CIA called it remote viewing. Back in the day they called it psychics, but it is remote neural viewing. Added to it is the microwave or 5G. The smaller the spectrum, the greater the efficiency. And now they have computers where they can record in and out and replay it. They can make you say words that that they are saying because it's higher on their end than it is on your end. There's 1 out of 3 people have tinnitus now, and what they're doing is they're putting points inside your ear. They're putting a little bubble of ultrasound in your ear, so that way it blocks the other sounds from coming in. It's kind of like a sound wave fighting a sound wave. There's not much after this, so I'll probably cut it short. And that was it. So they failed to investigate. And like I said, this is probably my 8th or 9th police report by this time. I've called the FBI. I've actually got a recording of the FBI callback. I'm going to do that video of where everybody I reported to and all the phone calls and replies I have, the emails I sent with all the tracking numbers for the Department of Justice, for the FBI, for Homeland Security. I'm going to put all that in another video. And I'm going to end this one with another TI who he killed a couple of his attackers. Okay, he reached out for help, and no help was given. And he took it upon himself to end the voices and stop the attacks that nobody else would listen to. And I'm gonna put that at the end of this video. And he's in jail. I feel sorry for this guy. I mean, he did go beyond the law, and I mean, this is basically a lawless situation. He should have had representation that is efficient. And now, even the FBI are getting their own lawyers because they're getting attacked. The White House has attacks. So this is not just a Havana syndrome where it happened in Havana and it stays in Havana. It is happening in our country, okay? It is happening all over. Alright, we're going to move on. This human trafficking, it's not moving people. It's causing them to do what you tell them to do. Okay? This is the symptoms. This is the guy, okay? I'm not going to put his name out there, but he went to jail. He killed a couple of his attackers. I'm an activist. Here's the shirt. And I'm raising awareness because it's that important. TI of Oklahoma, that's me. Stand up for your rights, people. Let people know what's going on because the news ain't going to share it. Like I said, I posted it. There's the guy. There's the agent in charge from the FBI. His name is Rivers. I'll put his name out there. Let's watch the video.
Quadruple murder in Dayton, Ohio. We thank you for joining us. 4 people in 2 separate homes were shot and killed Friday. Let's listen.
Here today. My name is Chief John Porter with the Butler Township Police Department. Here with me are Major Jeremy Roy with the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, Chief Kurt Althouse with the Vandalia Police Department, Will Rivers, Special Agent in Charge, FBI for Cincinnati, Daryl McCormick, Special Agent in Charge, ATF Columbus, Robert O'Leary, Superintendent of Vandalia Butler Schools. We're here to talk again about the investigation into the 4 deaths that occurred yesterday on Hardwick Place in Butler Township. First, I want to extend my deepest sympathies to the families who lost loved ones yesterday.
Sorry about the video, but they're attacking my device. Now let's watch his video.
So Mom, Dad, Ken and Carrie Brennan, I just want you to know I love you more than you will ever know. I could not have asked for a better family. What you cannot comprehend is that we have been attacked by this weapon our entire lives, and the attack against me personally is one of the most vicious attacks a human being has ever faced. I have tolerated the most inhumane torture in hopes that the FBI and CIA would come to my defense, but they have failed to come to my aid. My only hope is that you come to understand what has happened here. When the world realizes what has happened, there will be justice, but I cannot sit by and be a victim any longer, and I refuse to sit by and do nothing while my nieces and nephews and the rest of my family are operated on with mind control. Our thoughts are not private. It is disgusting and it is cruel. I will be launching the first counterattack against mind control in human history. I want to be very clear, this will not be an active shooting event. I will be executing some of the people responsible for activating shooters. If I happen to survive, please visit me in prison, if only to see the same man you have always known, rather than the victim of some mental disorder that does not exist. What you may not understand is that I will gladly die to expose this, and I will gladly die to help one other victim discover the truth of what has happened. If I can help another targeted individual fight back against telepathy, then the sacrifice will be well worth it. To any TIs who read this, understand that your attackers use the form of ventriloquism I describe in the paper to move your thoughts, but your thoughts can also move their mouths. To my friends in Chicago, Lexington, Dayton, and all over the world, get this email out to everyone you know. The most horrific weapon ever made is being used on human beings, and if you ever learn the truth, you will understand what I did here to protect myself and my family. Get this out to other TIs, other voice hearers, so the world has a chance to fight back. To my family, especially my nieces and nephews, I want you to understand that what I do here, I do for your future, and hope that you can live a life free of mind control. I love you guys.
Now this video mentions Special Agent in Charge, William Rivers. Because I'm targeted and I know a little bit about it, I decided I would try to reach out to this guy. The first time I called, I got a voice message. And I could leave a voicemail for this guy, and so I did. And after that, he didn't want to return my call, and then I couldn't get a hold of him, and I kept getting the runaround and people telling me to contact my state. But I have information, and it's pertinent to the case, but I'm getting shunned away. Like I said, here again is the photos of tissue that was cut from my cranium with some type of electronic device. This is the electronic signature. When they turn it off, it got a lot clearer than it was. It's a dirty sound. Here's the ultrasound at 20.7 kilohertz, and I've reached 90 decibels in my living room. This sound follows me. I've done other videos that cover this, but it follows me everywhere. I live without electricity, and this sound still follows me. This is a spectrum of one transponder. At first, it was only one transponder, and then once I started getting ganged up on by more than one person upstairs in apartment A, B, and C, not really C, but A, B, and D, there was more than one spectrum. And then I started picking up 19 to 20 as one transponder and 21 to 22 as another transponder. So they had two devices on me in that judge's apartment complex. And they went and they gangster stalked me, they flattened my tires and all that. And I'll have another video coming out showing who they are and what they did to me and my complaints against the judge's apartment. These are the apps I've already done showing how to measure the devices with simple phone apps, and they still ignore that it exists. Here's a photo of one that exists. I mean, you can't say I'm making it up. I mean, look at it. Just look at it. It's not that hard to get these things. I mean, it takes a little bit of knowledge on how to figure it out, but it's out there. It's not very big. Look at that. So they say they don't know what it is, but you're sitting here looking at it, and Congress and FBI, they keep playing that role like, okay, you need mental help. Well, I went to go get mental help, and the physician they sent me to didn't know anything about remote neural monitoring. So how are they supposed to guide me if they are uneducated themselves in their own profession? That's beyond me. Okay. Here's some more things that that people can use against you. Microwave, 5G, and how readily it is available to use. I mean, you can get pieces on eBay. I mean, you're looking at it, okay? And it's not like it's some sophisticated weapon. People assemble it in their living room. Here's one right here. I mean, there's videos all over YouTube. Some of these don't have a lot of range, but if you know what you're doing, you can combine these technologies to further that range. Like I said, it's not a small scale thing. This one right here, it's a HARP transmitters. These are satellites based on 19 to 17 kilohertz. This is ultrasound antennas. Okay, these aren't even in our country, but that's how they get away with it. They go to other countries to do it. Like I said, here's Lawton Police Department. This is the fire station. Okay, they are gaslighting, and the people that have time to do this are the firefighters and the highway patrol. Okay, when they say a homeless man kills himself at a fire station, I feel like maybe they might have had something to do with his suicide. You understand? So, I mean, tell people how you feel. And stand up, raise the rights, get you a t-shirt, okay? Get you a hoodie. Make your own hoodie. You don't have to buy my hoodie. But when you see me, this is what I'm going to be wearing, okay? like, subscribe, but most importantly, share, okay? We'll see you next time.